Martial law isn't just a possibility, it's a reality that could descend on society without warning. When it happens, life as you know it will change overnight. The government could seize control of your neighborhood, strip away your rights, and leave you vulnerable to dangers you never even considered. From supply confiscation to constant surveillance, martial law brings a host of hidden threats that can catch even the most seasoned prepper off guard. The time to prepare is now. The only way to protect yourself and your loved ones is to anticipate these threats and develop a solid plan of action. Today, we'll expose 8 critical dangers of martial law that most people overlook, and we'll give you actionable strategies to survive each one. Trust me, you don't want to wait until it's too late. Before we dive in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Staying informed is your first line of defense, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Join our community of preppers dedicated to survival, resilience, and thriving when the unthinkable becomes reality. Threat number 1: confiscation of supplies. Under martial law, authorities may claim the right to seize personal supplies like food, water, weapons, and medical resources. While this is often framed as redistribution for the public good, it can leave preppers who've carefully built their stockpiles vulnerable and unprepared. This hidden threat underscores the importance of protecting your resources. To prepare, diversify your storage. Don't keep all your supplies in one easily accessible location. Create decoy stashes with less critical items to distract attention and hide your primary supplies in unconventional places like hollowed-out furniture, concealed compartments, or buried caches. This ensures that if one stash is discovered, your critical reserves remain safe. It's also wise to adopt a gray man approach. Avoid flaunting your prepping efforts or discussing them with anyone outside your trusted circle. The less attention you draw to yourself, the less likely you are to become a target for confiscation. Lastly, plan for mobility. Keep essential supplies in portable containers, such as bug-out bags, so you can move quickly if forced to relocate. Building redundancy, having multiple sources of food, water, and medical supplies can be a lifesaver if confiscation occurs. Preparation and discretion are your best defenses. Threat number 2: suspension of civil rights. Martial law often comes with the suspension of civil rights, including freedom of speech, assembly, and movement. This means curfews, checkpoints, and the possibility of being detained without due process. For preppers, this creates a highly restrictive environment where survival becomes even more challenging. To navigate this, focus on adaptability. Familiarize yourself with the rules and restrictions in your area and learn to work within them without drawing unnecessary attention to yourself. Becoming a gray man is crucial. Blend in, avoid confrontations, and don't give authorities a reason to target you. Additionally, secure your communications. Use encrypted messaging apps or establish coded language with trusted contacts to stay connected without exposing sensitive information. Always have alternative communication methods, such as ham radios or signal mirrors, in case mainstream networks are monitored or shut down. If you need to travel, plan your routes carefully. Identify paths that bypass checkpoints and practice moving discreetly. Stay updated on local news to anticipate changes in regulations, and always carry identification to avoid suspicion. Understanding the new landscape and adapting quickly can mean the difference between survival and becoming a target. Threat number 3: forced relocation. In some martial law scenarios, entire communities may be forcibly relocated to camps or designated areas. While these actions are often justified as measures for public safety, they can strip you of your autonomy and separate you from your resources. To prepare for this possibility, have a bug-out plan in place. Identify safe locations where you can relocate independently, such as a family member's home or a pre-established survival retreat. Stock these locations with essential supplies in advance to ensure you're not left empty-handed. Keep your bug-out bag ready at all times, packed with necessities like food, water, first aid, and tools for navigation. Make sure it's lightweight and portable so you can move quickly if needed. Develop an emergency communication plan with your trusted circle. Establish meeting points and use code words to communicate discreetly. If you're forced into a relocation camp, assess the situation carefully. Build relationships with others and stay alert for opportunities to regain your freedom. The key is to maintain flexibility and avoid being entirely reliant on external systems. Threat number 4, increased surveillance. Martial law often brings heightened surveillance, including monitoring of your movements, communications, and even personal behavior. This level of oversight can make it challenging to maintain your privacy and execute your plans without detection. To counter this, prioritize operational security. Limit what you share online and avoid discussing sensitive topics over easily monitored channels like social media or text messages. Invest in privacy tools like VPNs or encrypted communication apps to reduce your digital footprint. If you need to move supplies or meet with others, do so under the radar. Use low traffic times and inconspicuous routes to avoid drawing attention. Always assume you're being watched and act accordingly. Another key tactic is disinformation. Leave false trails or misleading information that can divert attention away from your true activities. The more you can stay off the radar, the better your chances of protecting yourself and your family. Threat number 5, loss of economic stability. Martial law often disrupts local economies, leading to inflation, scarcity, and even a collapse of traditional currency systems. For preppers, this means your purchasing power can diminish rapidly, and bartering may become the primary means of trade. Prepare by diversifying your assets. Stockpile items with high barter value, such as alcohol, tobacco, medical supplies, and ammunition. These can become valuable currencies in a destabilized economy. Focus on self-sufficiency. Grow your own food, collect rainwater, and learn skills like hunting and fishing to reduce your reliance on external systems. The more independent you are, the less vulnerable you'll be to economic instability. Stay informed about market trends and potential triggers for economic collapse. Knowledge is power, and being ahead of the curve can help you make smarter decisions about resource allocation. Threat number 6, militarization of civilian areas. Under martial law, civilian areas can become militarized with armed patrols, checkpoints, and restricted zones. This creates an intimidating environment where simple tasks like traveling or gathering supplies can become dangerous. To adapt, learn the layout of your local area. Familiarize yourself with back roads, hidden paths, and alternative routes that can help you avoid heavily patrolled zones. Practice moving discreetly and blending in with the environment. Build relationships with trusted neighbors to share information and resources. A strong community can be an invaluable asset when navigating militarized areas. Work together to create contingency plans for evacuation or defense if necessary. Threat number 7, breakdown of social order. In some cases, martial law can lead to a breakdown of social order as fear and uncertainty take hold. Looting, violence, and distrust may become widespread, putting you and your family at risk. To mitigate this, focus on home security. Reinforce doors and windows, install security cameras, and establish a perimeter defense system. Keep your family trained in basic self-defense techniques and have contingency plans for different threat scenarios. Maintain a low profile. Avoid drawing attention to your home or supplies by keeping lights off at night and minimizing visible activity. The less you stand out, the less likely you are to become a target. Threat number 8, psychological stress. The constant uncertainty and fear during martial law can take a toll on your mental health. This is one of the most insidious threats, as it can affect decision-making and morale. Combat stress by establishing a routine. Focus on productive activities like gardening, cooking, or practicing survival skills. Staying busy helps to maintain a sense of normalcy and control. Build a support network. Stay connected with trusted friends and family members to share concerns and support each other emotionally. If you're religious or spiritual, leaning on those beliefs can also provide comfort and resilience. Prepare mentally by rehearsing different martial law scenarios. Visualizing challenges and your responses can help you stay calm and focused when faced with real situations. Martial law presents a host of hidden dangers, but with the right knowledge and preparation, you can stay ahead of the curve. Remember, the key to survival is staying informed, adaptable, and resourceful. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and join our community of preppers dedicated to thriving in the face of uncertainty. Together, we can face any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Stay safe and keep prepping.